I don't think we've tested the Mark V Supra on this channel before, but by now you probably know everything you need to know about it. It's got the same 3-liter turbocharged straight 6, codenamed the B58, giving you 382 horsepower and about 500 Newton meters of torque. But this one that we have today is manual, 6-speed transmission and a third pedal for the function of fun. This is something that was requested a lot, especially since the Mark V was confirmed, and now we have it in the UAE. We got this matte white Supra for the week. It looks gorgeous, and I never expected it because I usually go for either the grey or the silver because those will show the lines and the curves on the Supra. But this is beautiful. It complements the look of the car while still keeping a low profile on the road with the other white cars. When it comes to the front of the Supra, I was never a big fan of it. I thought maybe in a couple of years I'm gonna get used to it and it's gonna grow on me. But here we are a few years later and it still hasn't grown on me that much. But when it comes to the back, it is really good looking. I mean, you can immediately tell that it's going to be an iconic shape for future generations, with these squinty tail lights and the smooth ducktail and the aggressive diffuser that is all about aerodynamics. It's got 19-inch wheels with 255s in the front and 275 wide tires in the back. And if we head back to the exhaust system, it sounds pretty good. Now, I drove the Mark V back in 2021 and it was a very fun car already. The power is good, the response is good, and the turbo lag isn't really much of an issue. The transmission is pretty good as well. It's fast, it's responsive, and with 8 speeds, you are well suited for daily driving. This car is exactly the same, except they tweaked the engine to get a bit more power out of it, which is good. Plus, the final drive has been shortened from 3.15 to 3.46 to give it a sporty feel. And they improved the traction control system to respond better. And when it comes to the elephant in the room, the 6-speed manual does a really good job of delivering the power to the rear wheels, which means you can do this. Almost stepped out there. This is a good thing to have in your life. You know, this was a very good call from Toyota. Hashtag Save the Manual is doing its job. Not everyone cares about the fastest acceleration or the highest top speed a car can achieve, or even the car with the highest fuel economy. There is a big population of people that just want a fun car with personality that doesn't cost $200,000. So putting a manual in the Supra is a good move, and to be fair, most of the GR lineup is doing so. There is the GR Yaris, and then the GR86, and now the GR Supra. And that's giving me hope, because they have a hint of the excitement that we used to get from the 90s JDMs. But this leads me to the next part. There are a few things to tweak, in my opinion, that this manual needs. Now keep in mind that I'm comparing it to my S2000 transmission, so take it with a grain of salt. The shifter has good build quality feel to it, until you start using it. It feels clicky and crunchy, and sometimes you have to force yourself in, no pun intended. And when it comes to the clutch pedal, the biting point is way down there, which is fine if you have infinitely long left leg. You can see that my left leg is fully extended while my right foot is on the brakes, but there is barely any clearance between it and the steering wheel. Now this can be solved if you raise the back of the seat so you can align your legs properly, but you can't. You can either raise it completely or lower it completely. It does not tilt to the front or the back. And I don't know if the clutch pedal can be adjusted, because that is also another solution to solve this whole ordeal. But I'm a very stubborn person, so I can get used to these things if I drive the car enough. I'm not sure everyone is like that though. This interior, on the other hand, got its act together. The center console is well elevated and is pretty to look at because of the carbon fiber. The dashboard is made of this leathery, spongy material that has a name, but I never bothered to look it up. The radio and AC controls are easy to use and aren't part of the touchscreen, which allows you to control media, navigation, and Apple CarPlay. The center console again has a nice wireless charging station for your phone. The seats are good looking and comfortable, apart from the one complaint I mentioned earlier. The back has enough space for a medium-sized goat, and if you remove the spare tire, you have enough space for 2. But let's be honest, you're not buying this to be practical, because if you are looking for something practical, check out YallaMotor.com. Maybe you'll find something that suits your needs. So to summarize, is this the car that will save the dying generation of car enthusiasts? Well, yes and no. It is a fun car, it's powerful, and it has a 6-speed that needs polishing, and I'm not talking about the knob. It has a turbocharged engine in the front, manual transmission in the middle, and rear-wheel drive in the back, which is a winning formula for me. However, there are new players in town this year. The GR86, which is its younger brother, is cheaper, and you can probably have a little bit more fun in it. The new Z is going to give this thing a run for its money since they're similarly priced, although I much prefer the shape of the Supra. But if you're looking for a car that's about 200,000 dirhams or so, that is sporty, you can use for daily driving and fun over the weekend, then the manual GR Supra gets a big thumbs up from me. And if you'd like to know more about it, buy it or sell it, check out YallaMotor.com. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know down in the comments below what are your thoughts about the new 2023 manual GR Supra. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. YallaMotor.com is an online platform that provides buying and selling services of new and used cars. YallaMotor also has a massive encyclopedia of car specs and prices to compare vehicles that is continuously updated. In addition to a car insurance service including fully comprehensive and third-party vehicle insurance. A one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. YallaMotor.com